while preaching for youth group, I heard a loud beeping sound coming from the crowd, and I jokingly said, "What kind of ringtone is that? It sounds like Al-Qaeda is in the building." Turns out it wasn't a phone. It was... What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles.
Woohoo! YGC.
For the first time ever, we've actually been working on this. We've been working on this. I've been going through and seeing which guests have been on the show and like which ones have never done an episode with each other. Now, you two have never done it, right?
Nope.
For the first time ever in Youth Group Chronicles history, we gotta get a picture. We got a screenshot of that or something.
This is in the history book. This is the history books.
Buddy Jenkins and Tim Stearns in the
sir.
studio tonight.
Come on.
Welcome.
What's up, people?
Give me $1.
The
Let's
people
go.
have been ready for this. They've been waiting.
Incredible.
They've been waiting. I'm excited. I hope you're all excited.
Mm-hmm.
But before we jump in, I got to say, when this episode drops, it is the last day of the Youth Group Chronicles merch competition.
Wow.
Who's been seeing that? So
You better put it in.
it is Wednesday, April 30th when
Welcome.
this drops. And that means you have, well, it drops at 3 a.m. That
Come
means
on.
you have 21 hours to submit a
Wow.
design or
That's
your
exact.
friend to submit a design.
Yeah.
And if we pick it, if we think it's good and we turn it into merch, we're going to pay you $150. We're going to give you a shout out on our story. And if it's really good, we might even shout you out on the pod.
Wow.
We already did that with
Incredible.
That's $1 million package
Connor,
right
I
there.
think his name was. But submit your designs. You can submit as many as you want.
Yeah.
Mm.
As
Submission
many
is
as you
good.
want. Yeah. The
good
more
to
the
submit.
more the
The
better.
more the merrier.
The more the better, yes. But let's kick this episode off with a story from TJ.
What up,
TJ.
That's my initials. This is my story.
What's your middle name?
TJ.
Can't tell you.
James?
Well, maybe we'll find out at the end of the
Jonathan?
episode.
Jonathan.
John.
Nope.
I feel like it's James.
I'll let you guys guess, but I'll literally
Yeah, put it in the
reveal
chat.
it.
What do you think it is? What do you
I'll
think it is?
reveal it at the end of the episode. Anna, you can't tell because that's cheating.
TJ said at youth camp, I had a student run up to me who was really upset. He told me that another kid had called him obese.
Hmm.
In situations like these, I had a go-to response that I used to help cheer campers up.
Oh gosh, that's already bad.
So I said, is it true though? Usually the kids say no and move on. But this time the kid just said yes and walked away.
Oh my gosh.
I've never felt more like a jerk than when I had to call his parents and explain how I accidentally called their perfectly average weight son obese.
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
But why would you want to ask a bunch of kids who are already calling another kid something? Is it true though?
Is it true though?
Of course they're gonna be like, yeah.
What if what is like? I've never actually thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not-
Yeah, it is.
No,
You
That's
expect
right.
them to give the mature response, like, you know what? I've never actually sat down and pondered.
No,
the
I made it
idea
in the
if
image
he's
of
actually
God.
obese.
You know. Is it true though? I mean, does that help?
I don't think it
that's his
does.
canned response. It's got to.
That's like that's
Apparently
like
it's
the
worked in the past, is what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
no, that's like the perfect alley oop ever. Like, is it true though? Yes.
Yes.
And you know that's gonna get everybody laughing. Like,
well, I don't know if he did it in front of the other kids.
Oh,
I think he
okay.
just did it and like pulled the kid aside. It was like, come on, is it true though? And the
Come
kid's
on,
like,
is it true?
yeah.
He really, but like to not say anything and just let him walk away. He like walked away and he's just like,
What would you say?
"What would I say?"
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say, "Is it true though?"
right. I mean, unless they're like on the BMI stuff. According to a bunch of BMIs,
Oh,
we're all
Everybody's
obese.
obese.
I am morbidly obese if I go
Yeah.
off BMI.
Yeah.
It's just because you're morbidly jacked in real life.
Thank you.
So it's like,
Not really, but
it-
thanks.
It can't tell a difference.
I don't know why the doctor's still there. It just kind of pissed me off. But there are other
Oh.
ways. Oh, we can't say that. Can
Yeah,
we?
you can't say that.
I
That's
forgot
a
we were
cuss
talking
word.
about that. That's a cuss word.
Sorry, this
Out
isn't
here
Christian's
cussing?
cuss.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
I know. I'm so
Repent.
sorry. We
About
should
that.
probably bleep it out.
Repent. That would be hilarious. if we did
Repent.
that.
Dang, a repent session. Dang.
Woo.
All right, guys. Now
Live
welcome to a
confession.
new bit. Our new segment is called Sam Repents. Sam, take it away.
Sam confesses.
For the second time in Youth Group Chronicles history, I said a word I probably shouldn't have. And I'm
what was the
sorry.
first time?
Thank
What did you say the first time?
I said a
The
different
N-word?
version of the S word.
Oh.
Did you say the N word?
I'm not on
I thought you were gonna say that.
I'm not here.
Oh,
not
okay,
here.
okay.
Yeah, Sierra just wrote it down for you to see.
Yeah, that's probably not a good word.
Well, I didn't know it was a bad word.
Okay, now
Someone-
everybody's cussing in the chat. Look at this. Lots
Yeah,
of bleeps
bleep, bleep,
everywhere.
bleep.
Oh my gosh. I can't even say what they're saying.
I know it's, yeah. All right, this is a story from Elliot said, I decided to hold a parents meeting for my youth group with the goal to show how I, the new youth pastor, could be trusted with their children.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Smart.
One of the things I heavily emphasized was the safety of our youth.
It's good.
But after the meeting ended, I was talking with one of the parents when a volunteer ran toward me and whispered in my ear that there was a fire.
Mhm.
Him and I walked around the corner to find the hallway billowing with black smoke coming
No
from the men's bathroom.
What?
We pulled the alarm and I started directing all the parents and the students out of the building as fast as possible.
Come on, safety man.
And after the fire department arrived, we found out that a student had lit a towel on fire and then stuffed it into a locker in the bathroom. Long story short, everything I said about being a trustworthy youth pastor didn't land like I was hoping to that night.
Yikes.
I mean, how was that really his fault? Though?
No, that's his fault. He should have done a full security
but he was
perimeter
in
sweep.
What about
the
his leaders?
parents' meeting.
What
Talking
about his leaders?
But that he was in there though.
Because he can't be everywhere at youth.
No, he's
That's
got to
true.
carry
Like-
culture.
No matter what, it's a bad look.
If you're safe, the leader's got to be safe, period.
No excuses.
I
This is the
disagree.
podcast about no excuses.
This is the new bit we call.
Because he could give
no
the
excuses.
politically correct answer like, guys, I really should have been better at
Mhm.
making sure I'm looking at all the areas and the pitfalls that could have possibly controlled this avenue from this possibly
Come on.
happening. So as
This
the
guy's
leader
safe.
of this ministry,
Come on.
I really want to take full accountability of this happening.
I would entrust you with my 9 to 15-year-old dude.
That's
Let's go.
too far of a range. 9 to 15 is too far.
What are the youth group ages? 13
I
to
actually
18?
don't know. What is it?
It's more. We go more by grade 7 to
Okay.
12. But
Grades.
9 to 15. That's not even. That's like
I don't know. I don't know how old kids
elementary
are.
school to like
Middle
school.
I've literally Jay-Z could be 15 right now. I have no idea.
An arsonist in the making. I don't know.
Wow.
You imagine that was like his first job with a youth group locker.
Youth group blocker. Oh, honestly, yeah. Like they gotta grow. They can't just
He's
start
just
out.
practicing.
Oh, I burned
Yeah.
down
Like
a fire station.
you got.
They
Yeah.
gotta-
started.
they gotta
They
work
got
their way up.
lockers in their church.
That's probably
That's
like
what
a
he said,
school,
yeah.
like a gymnasium.
Oh
Kinda.
yeah. You're
Oh.
right. Maybe they're.
But how would he not in control of the school?
Well, he needs to be.
That's what we're
There
saying.
are parents out
This
there
is
that
the
are
no excuses
there's-
segment.
No excuses.
parents
segment.
out there that would be like that. We're like, well, you should have been in control of the school.
This is a story from TJ, and you two are brand new to this, but we are starting a new segment on Youth Group Chronicles.
What?
It's called Guess the Denomination segment.
Whoa.
Whoa. We are in season 7. We're doing some new things
Let's
just for
go.
you guys. And my favorite part of this is the chat gets to guess as well.
Come on, chat.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this story, and then you guys have to give your best guess as to like what denomination you think would have done this story. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't
Are
let
there
us
like 5 or something to choose from, or just all of them?
just all. That makes it more
Got it.
fun. And you can be a little like loose on what you think is a denomination because everyone in the chat
like
is as well.
Shintoism.
Shintoism. That's a religion, not a denomination.
Well, last time people were saying Mormonism, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's
we-
yeah.
Should we have
need
a
to get some
conversation here?
theologically correct guidelines here.
I love
Mormons aren't Christians.
They think they are though. So what are you gonna do?
This is true. This is from TJ. They're gonna find out listening to this pod.
Find out right now.
Wait,
What a way to
what?
find out. We broke up with someone before we started, and then now the Mormons are finding out this news. This is from TJ. We were playing a youth group game where students had to sneak through the dark building to find hidden objects while leaders patrolled with flashlights.
Okay.
But while one student was trying not to get caught, he dolphin dived into a pitch black room to hide.
Oh no.
Except he dove face first into a 100-pound wooden table right in the middle of the pitch black room. After cleaning up all the blood off his face, I realized that his front teeth were either snapped completely off or flattened backwards into his palate. To this day, you can still see the teeth marks in the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't do that.
Mm-mm.
The teeth, bro. I can feel it. I can feel it right now.
That's tough.
What's worse, getting them snapped off or bent backwards?
I don't want to talk about this. I feel uncomfy. Definitely bent.
Definitely bent.
'Cause if they're
I feel like that's
snapped,
worse.
You can just
get
like
a
put new
crown,
ones
right?
in.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is the guess the denomination
Oh, I forgot.
segment. If you had to guess what church is running around the dark, playing hide and seek, and there's one kid that dives into a room and smashes his face off a table, what are you thinking?
Let's,
We got Baptist in the chat.
well, it seems like they don't have any wisdom, so maybe we'll throw that into
That's
the
crazy.
mix. Kids in the dark.
Mennonite.
Nope,
It could
bad.
be Mennonite because
Or
Amish.
denomination?
Amish ain't got no electric. Is that
No
even
lights.
better?
denomination?
No, they have flashlights though. Do Mennonites allow
you're right,
flashlights?
you're right. Lutheran, because they use a real wooden table. That's
Wow.
a good. See, we're getting Assemblies
This
of
is
God,
good.
Jonathan.
This is good.
I see a lot of Baptists. I do.
I feel like Baptist is like just the easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what Baptist? Like
We got.
there's like mad different types
Southern
of Baptists.
Baptist.
There's like Southern Baptist. There's like because like
The only one I
upstate, like North Baptist in the North is different than
Way
a
different
Baptist
than
in
the
the
South.
South.
Catholics. That sounds way too fun for Catholics. Definitely not Catholics.
Okay, so not Catholics. Church
Not
of Latter-day
Catholics.
Saints.
Church of Latter-day Saints. We're
not
not doing
Mormon?
other
I
religions.
wouldn't say it's like Church of God because they're like strict
Oh,
as
yeah.
heck.
No
Okay,
way.
so
They wouldn't
It
even turn
gotta
the
be
lights out.
something that's like
dude, I think it could. I mean,
It's got to be white.
It's got.
It
Okay,
gotta
so
be
just right
white.
there.
What do we?
Yeah.
So Northern Baptist.
Northern.
yeah,
Like
that gives
when I think of white, man, it's a Baptist
Mhm.
church
yeah.
Mhm.
in Northeast United States.
Definitely
Yeah.
not any like holiness movements. Like not
And they're like
Pentecostal, 'cause they wouldn't have the
primarily
lights off.
homeschool because for whatever reason, homeschool kids love playing games in the dark. So,
True.
So which youth group's gonna have the most homeschool kids? Probably like a country Baptist church.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
I'm going with Baptist.
I feel like the guy on TikTok who like finds where things are based off a picture. I know we could like
Geoguessr?
find this.
What's
We
his-
could find this church
Geoguessr?
via this one story. We like located.
What do we
it
got?
on
What's our final
Woodland
vote,
Hills
everybody?
Baptist Church.
Non-denom.
Beatrice says
Non-denominational.
Presbyterian, Nazarene because it's a stupid game.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's
I don't even
you guys
know.
are rude.
It's like some animosity.
Pentecostal. I'm going Baptist. What is
Super
your vote,
church.
guys?
Yeah, I'll go to say
I
That's
feel like the
specific.
Baptist is, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Baptist non-denominational.
So the Baptist camp that we had come to our camp growing up, or
We
the
got
Baptist
experience.
group, they always had the craziest games where people
Really?
got hurt, like hurt all the time.
Mm.
And we had to have an ambulance on standby for their night games.
Oh my goodness. I just remembered.
standby.
I went to a camp one time
Mhm.
and there was a game they played over a mud pit, and a guy would dress in like he'd put like tubes around him, like rubber inner tubes. And the goal of the game was to get the guy to knock him over like a pin or something. And I'm like, this is already sketchy. They moved from that game to another game. We're in the middle of this field and there's a bunch of like inner tubes and people circle around this field. It's like a baseball field. They're just big old open field. And they would like do a call or something. And the kids would just run and try to grab these inner tubes and bring them back to their section. But there's just no rules. So there's there's just, big old high school kid, or he's got one
Chucking
tube.
kids, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And kids are just getting thrown. They're like being dragged by like holding on to this tube. And they're just like
Heck no.
letting it happen. I'm like, how is this allowed?
No, you're thinking like
It's
it would be an
insane.
insurance problem at that point.
Yeah, but they were just fine. That was in Michigan. So shout out to Michigan.
Shout out
Y'all
to
are built different.
I did not know you even went to camp.
Oh,
I had no idea.
So I would like, I don't know, volunteer at youth camps
Mhm.
to do like the worship and stuff.
Oh,
So-
no way, okay.
Mm.
There was one guy who did a, what do you call it? Zip line in
Yeah.
to start like the sermon and stuff.
Oh, that's kind of.
He zip lined onto the stage. It's not like a YGC story because like nothing bad
Nothing
happened. He just like
He just
perfectly executed.
He
It's
almost
like,
made it on
wow.
YGC.
almost.
He
One
got
bad
on the
move.
zip line and someone like takes out their phone and like is like ready to send it to YGC. Make this a
He
chronicle.
landed
I think back in the day, DC Talk did like a helicopter entrance to a show,
a
like
helicopter.
into a festival. I'm almost
Like,
positive
that's
they
sick.
flew a
Parachuted in?
helicopter in and like hopped off and started singing. That's like elite.
Okay.
All right, this is a story from Amandus
Amandus?
Amandus.
I've never heard
Uh,
that name before.
Amadeus. My bad.
Amadeus.
Amadeus.
Oh, Amadeus.
Amadeus.
I butchered that.
Amadeus.
Now that I'm looking at it again. It's just far away from me. That's probably why.
That's all right. Shout out to you, Amadeus.
My church had to ban hide and seek because one time the girls were playing it in the dark when a man walked into the building and asked where the money was.
Whoa.
Mm.
Confused, one girl just told him it was in the preschool office.
No way. You silly Willy. Oh my gosh.
Silly Willie is crazy.
When the lights were turned on after the game, she didn't see the man, and that's when she realized that the church had just been robbed.
Wait. So that's why
so
they
it really
banned hide
was
and
in the
seek?
kids wing.
She's like, it's in the preschool office.
Oh my
She told him right where it was.
That's crazy. And let's put the money in the most vulnerable part of the church.
No. Like, who's gonna think it's in the preschool office?
Well, most churches, it's like that's actually kind of guarded because they care about
About
kid
the kids.
safety.
But still, though, like the last place you want it to be, regardless, is like, yeah, let's put it where all the kids gonna be.
Yeah, I mean,
Because even
yeah.
if like they come in and do try to take it, you at least put it in a spot where it's like
where would you put it?
where
Yeah,
we
buddy.
where we put ours.
Where's ours?
See, can't get him. Somebody said brother in crime.
Azu, yeah, she literally let
That's
them.
funny.
Accomplice.
She literally let them rob him. I don't know what she was thinking. They didn't specify if it was a kid. It was probably like a youth leader. Probably wasn't thinking.
But here's the thing: like, I don't get why that's why they banned hide and seek. It just sounds
None of
like
all
a
the reasons.
like a random thing. It's like, yeah, no, we're not playing hide and seek anymore.
It sounds like an
We
excuse
got
not to
robbed
do it
one
again.
time.
Somebody robbed. Gets
Hey,
robbed
can we play
once.
hide and seek? Nah, just
No.
banned here.
It's like one of those like
Someone might rob us.
the lore
What?
of why the game isn't allowed anymore.
Oh, no,
Like, no one
100%.
knows why, and they're like, "No, we got robbed." One
Yeah, we
time.
got
No,
robbed one
wait,
time.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
Long story.
they're learning lessons, but that's why you're smart listening to this podcast
Yes.
because you get to hear other people's
YGC
mistakes.
University.
Come on,
YGC.
That's
Universe.
incredible.
That's gonna be a
YGC.
t-shirt. Wow.
a T-sheet.
A t-shirt one day. Very soon. Very soon.
YGC University is incredible.
University, because you all are in class.
Bars.
Wow,
That's
that's
bars.
rap, dude.
Are you
Write that
kidding
down.
me?
That's bars.
Wow.
YGC University because you're in class.
Second best white rapper I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's the first?
This guy, Rufio the Kid. What are you talking
Logic.
about?
He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Dámelo.
That's crazy.
Esto gringo se no habla español. Está bien.
Yes, Alejandro. The church was just itching to ban it. This was their chance.
Yeah,
I think
they're
that's
They're
what's
just like
going
looking
on.
for an excuse.
Yeah,
the
that's
opportunity.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
This-
you ban the game. What is it?
It's like finally we had to get robbed just to ban the game.
That's funny.
This is from Jacob. Jacob said, "My first year being a youth pastor, I ordered 50 knockoff Apple AirPods to give as
Whoa.
Christmas gifts to my youth leaders.
Knockoffs. Old move.
This should be the denomination one. We should.
Yeah, this is.
They're broke. Just kidding.
After a few weeks, they still hadn't arrived, and that's when I got a knock at my door one afternoon.
Oh.
I had to sign for a legal document because I was being threatened with a lawsuit by Apple for the potential thought of me selling these off as real products.
No way.
Then on top of that, I received another letter informing me that customs had seized my order at the border and they would be destroying everything.
Oh my god. That's why you don't do knockoffs.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why you
it's-
don't buy knockoff AirPods.
Was he promoting them like they're Apple?
Well, he bought 50 of them.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, this
Oh, yeah,
dude's
they
like,
flagged
it.
reselling them.
Yeah.
And he got caught.
Might as well just
Dang.
go buy some Raycons.
I don't even know those are.
Raycon Global.
Ray J, he has his wireless earbuds. Raycons.
I've
Never
heard-
seen Raycons?
No.
He's
But
white.
It's like
buddy.
the number
He doesn't
one-
know who Ray J is.
It's not, it don't even got, yeah, we don't have to know who Ray J is.
Look, yeah,
but
pull this up
Raycon,
and-
it's like every commercial
It's
or ad is like a Raycons.
Raycon
Wait,
earbud.
like
Global.
raccoon? Is that how they?
Nah,
Oh,
Raycons.
okay.
Raycon.
Yeah,
It looks like
Raycons.
RayconGlobal.com. I told you. Shout out to the Raycons one time.
Yeah, shout out Ray J. So
Oh,
I
it's
don't
just
know
like
if
a
the
wireless-
knowledge shout out
It's
Ray
like
J,
a
but
headphones. Yeah.
Like a little earbud. I have heard, like I watched a lot of sound engineer stuff, and they say the worst earbuds for sound quality are AirPods.
I
Yeah.
could see that.
I could do it too.
So
I'm not gonna lie. I had skull candies for a minute, and they actually
were they
did.
good?
They worked completely fine, except for I dropped one of them in between in the elevator. So it was like,
Oh,
It was,
dang.
a sad
it was
day.
gone.
So I still have one, but I'm not trying to be here with one. I called it an Earth Pod
The
because it was
Bluetooth?
green.
That's crazy. The Earth Pod is crazy.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. You get it?
Wow.
That's all right, guys. That's
They
that's
need to
the
make
deep
water
ones.
pods
Dang.
so you can use them in the shower.
Waterproof.
Water pods so you can listen to have them in the shower.
Raycons are Ray J's earbuds. Yes, Alejandro. You see, y'all didn't even know you're getting
I
education.
put people on.
Why'd you see University, bro?
That's
I
why-
put people on.
That's why you guys should
always something.
subscribe to Buddy's YouTube channel. He'll put you on.
Shameless plug.
Shout out to Buddy. What's it called? Buddy to Buddy or something?
Buddy Brand. Oh yeah, Buddy.
Buddy
It hasn't
Brands?
been buddy to buddy in a minute. Buddy
It's-
brands is something else.
Buddy.
It's two buddy now.
Two Buddy. TOO Buddy. Shout out to Two Buddy.
This is a story from Rich, and this is our Finish the Chronicles segment.
Oh,
I finally got a
let's
name
go.
for it. Season 7. I'm like, you know what? We should name this.
Finish the
Instead of
Chronicle.
just saying whatever. I don't even remember what we were saying.
Whatever we said, we're not saying that
Yeah, we're
anymore.
not. That's over. We are official here
This
at
is
Youth
season
Chronicles.
7. Are you
Season
kidding me?
7.
Yeah, we're not playing games. Like
It's
I'm
a
done
new
playing
season.
games. Done playing games.
No more games.
Rich said, while preaching for youth group, I heard a loud beeping sound coming from the crowd, and I jokingly said, "What kind of ringtone is that? It
Oh,
sounds
no.
like Al-Qaeda is in the building." Turns out it wasn't a phone. It
Mhm.
was this.
Okay, a loud beeping sound. He's in the room. Do ankle monitors like make noise like that?
I believe
I
they
would
do.
assume
Look that
if they're
up.
not-
Because that's what I would think.
I think when the batteries die, or maybe when they're out of the,
out of the
Yeah.
thing.
Out of there.
or maybe they broke
No.
off at youth group in the game. Ooh.
Oh,
All right, you may hear a loud beeping sound. Warn you're about to leave your allowed area. Great guess, dude.
Come on.
Great guess.
Come
Buddy,
on.
what you think?
I'm going to say my guess
What's your guess?
to have to be a really wild. I don't think an ankle monitor is that wild. At least to me. Maybe to other people. At least to
What
me.
are these
I
kids
think
coming
that's
to
what
your
it
youth
is.
group, bro?
Yeah, no, they're supposed
Not
to be in
my youth group now. When I
It's
was
like,
in
that's
youth
normal.
group, probably.
That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to be in there.
But I'm going to say some type of like medical device.
Oh, okay, good guess.
I've fallen and I can't get up type.
Yeah, some
Type
type
of-
of medical.
Oh, like the what do they call
Life
it?
alerts?
Life alert.
not necessarily life alert, but
The
like
kids just like sprawled out.
oxygen or like
The Holy
someone in a
Spirit's on the back.
wheelchair,
Dang.
like something crazy.
The church bank safe alarm from the other from the other story actually.
Dang. Someone said a pager.
Insulin pump from Lauren. A pacemaker from Chris says is a pacemaker. Azul says it's an emergency medical device. I feel like a lot of people are jumping on that, buddy. I think you said it.
I think that's the wave.
Yes. Sir.
Well, let's find out. 'Cause I
Any
think
other
I'm
guesses, Chad? Let me know.
right. I think I'm right. I think
Life
it's the
alert,
ankle
heart monitor. Okay.
Because you got to think about the crowd. They're in youth. They need Jesus.
Mhm.
Who needs Jesus?
Sick people.
Sick.
People with ankle monitors
Oh,
Sick
yeah, that's
people.
and sick people, but
Yeah.
mostly people with ankle monitors first, and then the sick.
Rich said, turns out it wasn't a phone. It was the oxygen alarm for one of our students in a wheelchair.
Dang.
His grandmother was trying to get him out of the row to change his oxygen tank,
no,
but was
way.
blocked in by all the other students.
Oh my goodness.
The room fell dead
gosh.
silent, and it just kept beeping until I realized what was happening.
Did they help him?
I mean, I think he.
I
ended up
hope
being
so.
Fine.
They moved out the way, hopefully.
Oh my gosh.
This poor kid
To make a
More
joke
chairs?
about it? Oh my gosh. Here's your tip of the day. Don't make jokes about things that you don't know.
what you're joking about.
That's good.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like preaching.
Put YGC University in the chat, please.
101.
see you in the
Put
chat.
YGCU in the chat right now. Throw your
You
U's
about,
up.
to, you about to get a doctorate
Throw
in
your U's
YGC.
up.
Who's graduated YGCU so far? Who's listened to the entire show?
Whoa.
What probably the craziest thing I get is that people have listened to the show multiple times.
No way.
Dang.
Over, like, I've had people say 3 times, 5 times, 7 times.
Jeez.
They prestige 7 times.
What's that?
They prestige 7
What is
times.
that? What that means? They're like,
Sam.
what does that mean when you're like graduating?
Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
Prestige?
Nobody tell him.
No. Like when you graduate 7 times, what would you call that? Like a master's,
A doctorate?
a doctorate. You're a doctorate.
Okay, prestige is kind of like that. It's like in Call of Duty when you beat or go through all the
I
levels.
think it's like 55 or something.
yeah, it's 55 levels.
So it's not a college term; it's a gaming term. is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
Okay, so that's why I didn't know it.
Prestige is a system where players, after reaching the maximum level, can choose to reset their rank to level 1.
But then you're like a
XYZ.
prestige 1 level.
Yeah,
1.
yeah.
And then
Alright.
you can get like
I am not a gamer, and I never want to be like come at gamers like, oh, I'm so much better because like I'm not wasting
Wow, did you guys hear that? He thinks
That
he's so much
sounds
better
like
than
some people.
gamers.
because
That's
I waste
me.
just as much time on TikTok. Not gonna lie.
That's fair.
So I've just found my thing that I do, or baseball, or whatever it is.
I waste
So,
time on TikTok too.
Yeah. Oh, so and the game.
And
there you go.
No, you
On
sold your
both
game,
of them.
didn't you?
No,
Oh, that was someone else. My
Yeah.
bad.
I ain't that
Oh.
delivered. Someone's saying PhD.
Had to get like a blessing.
You got a PhD in YGC,
Ooh.
Wow.
Why'd you see PhD?
So what? 1 year is what? Associates?
bro. I don't know. I flunked out of school.
Me too.
3 people who did not go to college are
Right here.
all in here.
I went to
No,
Bible college for a little
Yeah,
bit.
let us educate you.
it's
on
the
you.
amount of credits. I do know that. I know it goes associates and then bachelors and then masters and then doctorate. But
Either
I mean,
way.
you know, how many credits is it? 30, 60, 100 fold will be given unto your
Yes,
bosom.
Kip. My game is fantasy football. I'm actually in fantasy baseball right now, which is I prefer. But yeah, we have people listen to the show over and over again, which I have not heard about like a podcast.
Hmm.
I've never listened to a podcast more than once. Like
Wow.
I'm through. So that is actually pretty crazy to think about. But this is a story from Joshua.
What up, Josh? You what?
He said every week I would meet our youth group at a local basketball court. One evening, a kid walked up with 2 bikes, but one had flat tires.
Hmm.
So some students and I helped him change out the tires while sharing the gospel with him.
I can see where this is going.
Okay, guess the Chronicle, Tim.
I think he stole the bike. Why are you walking up with 2 bikes? Did
Yeah.
someone die or did you have 1 bike at the beginning of the night?
But after he left, I look over and I saw his other bike laying there with no tires. That's when I realized I helped this kid steal someone's bike.
It's incredible. I love it.
Yeah, let me help you change those tires, bro.
Hey, but you're in the community. You're playing basketball.
He'll remember that.
Founded by Christians, by the way. Did you hear that?
No, what was?
Basketball was like created by like Christians.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when Naismith, it was like because they made it for like like a small group type game where it was like they needed something for the young boys to play during the winter. So there was like basketball.
It's actually like, when you think about it, a very simple sport.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
You run and you throw it. It was a basket at the time, right?
Yeah,
you had to climb up and take
basket.
it out. Like when you think of baseball or football, it's like so many things go into it. That's what I like about basketball is you can just, one person can do it or two.
It's true.
It's you don't have to have
just
exactly
go play.
9 people to go play.
And nobody can beat me and Buddy.
Are you guys undefeated? We got to screenshot this again.
I'm telling you, we'll smoke anybody.
Buddy will score. Is just all hustle and all energy. 100%. But that's why I like picking him up on my team because that is like what wins the games.
I got picked once one time. It was incredible.
I got picked once too.
You can tell how good I'm not when I'm boasting in the fact that once I was picked once. But
that's my thing too. There was this one time Isaiah, I think you and Isaiah were chatting, buddy, and you were talking about like some of the guys from Atlanta coming up, and you were like so excited to play basketball. You're just like, yo, tonight, bro. Like, and you guys were talking it up, and I think I went to Isaiah, and I said, yo, Cole, pick me up for your team, bro. Like tonight, right? And Isaiah was like, oh, what? And he was like trying to, because Isaiah, like deep down, he puts on like a front here that he's like, Mr. Like he'll be blunt and rude to people in the chat, but deep down,
I say is the nicest.
He is one of the nicest people.
Not even that deep down. He is.
He is so kind. Like he doesn't want to be mean to someone, especially someone he's close with. And I suck at basketball. I'm awful, and I knew that. So that's why I went up to him and I convinced him that I was like on the team and I was going to be playing in this tournament that they had been talking up for like the entire trip, and they couldn't wait to get back to smoke these guys from Atlanta. And he just knew that I was about to be the weak link, but he didn't know how to tell me. And
what a guy!
Thankfully, I can't keep a straight face because I laughed
Yeah.
previously.
What a guy!
Not only would I have hurt the team, there was no desire in my heart to be there at all because I suck.
I will say, Buddy, and I wasn't on that team, but Buddy did destroy him 100%.
Oh, really?
Oh, destroyed him.
They were talking junk that whole trip.
Yeah, it was.
Both of y'all were. Actually.
Well, it was because we talked about it for a while. It was like for a while. They're like, y'all suck, da da da. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, we'll play because it was when we did those tours. And they were like, all right, we'll be here. Like we can get a gym, we'll play.
We literally played mad late.
It was late, but we're like
11 p.m.
Dude, I wish I was good, but I don't feel like putting in the time, to be honest.
Honestly, you just play.
I think because I'm like decently tall, I just sit in the paint or whatever and just jump up and
if you find like one really good skill you're good at and you play with like church people, you could play.
All right, gotcha.
True.
I will. Maybe I'll look into that. We do have an announcement, guys. This is so exciting.
What?
This is so exciting. We've been saying it for the last few episodes.
What is it?
But I have to remind you again.
Remind us.
YouTube is officially caught up with the audio podcast.
Let's go!
For the casuals in the chat, what does that mean?
The casuals.
If you've been listening to YouTube Chronicles on the audio podcast for 3 years straight, you can now watch on YouTube the same day that we release on the audio podcast. You can go watch on YouTube. Never before has this been happening, except for the past few weeks.
So incredible. Proud of
really you. Exciting. It was a lot of work. The reason that this was a problem is we started YouTube like a year after we started the actual podcast. So we had to get caught up on all the editing, and it finally happened. So episodes are dropping on both. Go subscribe.
Awesome.
Hit that notification. But what do the YouTubers say? What else? What else you got to do?
Like, subscribe.
Subscribe. Hit the noti bell so you never miss a video.
Noti bell.
That's what they say.
Somebody said they finally caught the live. Well, hey, you can never miss a live if you do something where they tell it, right, Sam?
Oh, yeah. YGCpodcast.com/updates.
Whoa.
You will get a text message and an email notifying you every time we are live and here in the studio.
Incredible.
Because some of these episodes, we record so far in advance, it can be 3-4 months.
It's true.
Before the episode comes out.
Dang.
Yeah.
Not to get morbid, but what if somebody died after they recorded it?
I was thinking that today.
That would be crazy.
Would you still release it?
In honor, bro.
In honor? It'd be R.I.P.
In memory. In memory of.
But then you gotta put at the end. You gotta
their
put like,
picture.
and then in the black and white with the wings.
I was actually, I don't know why I had that thought today
That's
too.
crazy.
But yeah, I did.
I hope nobody dies.
Memorialized.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to die.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
But yeah, so we are caught up, everybody. Let's do a couple more stories here. This is from, we'll do one more. This is from Caleb. Caleb said, after a youth group event, my brother and our friend decided to race back to the van.
Nice.
As they got close, they both reached out to tag it first.
Uh-oh.
But my brother's hand missed the door and went straight through the van window.
Oh.
His arms were shredded and instantly covered in blood. And after getting him all wrapped up, we then had to drive 3 hours home in the dead of winter with a piece of cardboard covering the busted window.
Oh my gosh.
They added that part like that was the worst part.
Yeah, like
While the kid's sitting there.
Look at that, they're bleeding out. They're like, and we had to put cardboard in the window.
On the window.
So
Are you
cold.
kidding me?
This
This
man's
guy.
arm looking like shredded chicken.
Shredded chicken. Yuck.
Lord, I think Lord _ something said, can we please get updates to a non-USA phone number? So what we did is you can go and sign up for updates with your email, and we made the phone number a non-required field. So you put it in if you want
Wow.
to. It took me a while to figure out how to do that.
That's
I know. We're trying for everybody. This is for everybody.
Solving problems.
But if you're in Europe, I mean, it's what? We go live in the middle of the night. Look, can you pull it up? What time is it in Europe right now?
Yeah, what time is it
Can
in
you
Europe?
pull it up?
Yeah.
Dang, Sam is loving pull it up.
This is
He
nice.
loves it. Season 7, Sam's acting different.
It's 3 a.m.
Hey,
so I don't know why. I mean, I
dang.
appreciate you all trying to get on the notification live from a different country, but if you're in Europe, which is where a lot of listeners are, Australia. Okay, it's 11:17 in Australia right now.
Yeah,
Dang,
if
I
you're
forget
watching
who
from
we're
another country, can you put it in the chat? We just got
Let
to
us know.
We got to know where you're at. We'll shout you out. Maybe.
I was looking at stats the other day. YouTube Chronicles has been listened to in between 120 and 150 different countries.
Yeah, we're reaching the nations. Stop playing with us.
International.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. We
But
got to
not
preach the
just
gospel at some point.
Not just YGC University, YGC International.
International University.
Should we soft launch this? What
YGCI.
do you guys think about having a YGC chaplain? Because we have him here with us tonight.
Wow.
We are floating the idea out there that Tim Stearns is the official chaplain of Youth Group Chronicles. What do you guys
Wow.
think? I think we should just do it.
Are you
The
kidding me?
chaplain
Are you
is in
kidding
the
me,
house.
guys? Stop. I might cry.
Like
This-
we expect you, like we want this in your bio, like Youth Group Chronicles chaplain.
Hey,
Chaplain.
all glory to God,
You
man.
know what I mean? Yeah. So
Praise him.
you have made it.
You know, thank you, Sam. They doubted me. No, I'm kidding. Wow. I'm honored. Is this a thing?
I think this is official.
Wow.
Official.
Yeah. So when
Dang.
he's not here, we have to think of something that the
Dang.
chaplain can do. Should he like record like a little prayer for us at the end? Should
Wow.
he be like what do you guys want him to do? Give us some ideas in the chat. Send us
Wow.
some DMs. We're looking for some ideas. What should be the job description of our new chaplain,
Yeah.
Rufio the Kid?
Let's
he
make it.
He just bows and says namaste.
Wow. Namaste? Is that like other
No,
cultural?
shalom.
I don't know.
Just say shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
There we go. Thank you.
Shalom.
All right, guys. We're going to do our Would You Rather segment. Let's pick 2 stories from this episode.
Oh, man.
And we will pit them against each other. Option 1 is you have a kid come up to you and say that he's getting bullied for being fat.
Oh, gosh.
So you tell him,
Oh,
is it
no.
true though? And he says yes and walks away. Option 2.
That's rough.
Option 2.
That's a
Option
tough
2
one.
is you are preaching from stage when you hear beeping in the crowd.
Oh,
And
gosh.
you say, it sounds like Al-Qaeda is in the building. Sure enough, it's a kid's oxygen alarm and he can't get out. Buddy,
Yikes.
we'll let the chaplain go twice.
Option 1. Option 1 easy.
I'm going option 1. as
Option
well.
1 easy.
Yeah. I mean, the fat can go away, but what can't go away is like a heart condition generally. Except for prayer, unless you're having like a
But situationally, like we're talking,
Yeah.
I feel like you could talk yourself out of the first one. Like, no, bro. Like, what do you mean? You're
Yeah, that's like a opportunity
choked,
to like,
yeah.
to
let him
instill
walk
some
away?
confidence in them.
Yeah.
That second one, yeah, no.
And especially being in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted,
nah.
neither of them should be said. I think that's just like, that's kind of obvious.
Anna said option 1. Alejandro says option 2.
Wow.
Option 2, easy. Mackenzie says 1.
Somebody in the chat said the first one's not even that bad. They said it before. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yikes.
Katrina said 1.
too much to the
Katrina
truth.
said number 1 twice. So does that mean you want number 2? Andrew
She's
said
doubling down
1-1.
on number one.
Al Qaeda
chokes
is
me
wild.
Yeah, Al-Qaeda is wild.
Shout out to Azul on the chat, man. They said Al Qaeda. Yeah, that's built different. We're out here. YGC is international, and you guys are making Al Qaeda jokes like it's 2001.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
let's be
international.
real, guys.
they could be watching.
They could be.
They could.
And if you're
I
watching,
did look. We did
thanks
get
for
some
watching.
listens from Iraq or Iran.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and look through the.
Damn.
So you never know. They might be watching.
I mean,
It's true.
now they are.
they're probably in more than one country because it's not a nationality of people.
This is why he's the chaplain. Look this up. Look this up right here.
He's also
Where is
the-
Al Qaeda now? Where are they now?
Where is Al
Okay.
Qaeda now?
Where are they
Where are
now?
they at? It's like,
Al
well,
Qaeda,
we knew.
while no longer operating from a centralized headquarters like it did, it is in Africa, Asia. Holy cow!
See,
it's everywhere.
that's what I'm saying. It's
not
not
here
like-
though. In the US of A, baby.
Just to help you guys out, it would be racist if you thought that Al Qaeda was a nationality and was.
I didn't think it was a nationality. I just
I'm
thought
not
it was
saying
basically
you.
a country.
I'm just saying for other people
Oh, for
out
the
there
chat.
in
Mm.
the
See, this
120
guy-
countries.
I'm telling you, this is why he's the chaplain. He's always he's
What is it? What is it called? Where when you're like you just know a lot about different people and
a Jeopardy
cultures and
Anthropology.
anthropologist.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang, how did I know that word? Let's go.
Oh,
Stop
screenshot.
playing with me. Yeah. Right here breaking cultural barriers.
That's 3-1.
That's 3-1.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to this episode of Youth Group Chronicles. We love you all. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for listening to the audio pod. And thank you for watching on YouTube.
Yes.
We love you all, and we will see you next week. Peace.